to our class, and today we'll come to study language of Unit 8, our World Heritage Site. And as you can see that it is the language of Unit 8. Now first one, we come to the first part, pronunciation. And the first activity of pronunciation, vocabulary, is gap filling.
Language.
Vocabulary. 1. Fill the blanks with the right form of the words from the box.
Now read through number 1 to 6 and fill in the blank with the suitable words. First one, this historic building or an important part of Hanoi and should be preserved. So the first one, you match heritage. Heritage. Now how about number 2, during the different. So during the different dynasty. Number 3, the archaeological that led to the discovery of the ancient city lasted several years. So number 3 is what excavation. How about number 4? A lot of ancient houses in Hanoi remain so intact, even after several hundred years. Number 5, a lot from ancient time are on display at the National Heritage Museum. So number 5 is relics. And number 6, the old houses have been burnt down in order to build a modern residential complex. Now press on submit button to check your answers. Okay, let's move to activity 2, completion.
2. Use the correct form of the word in brackets to complete each sentence.
Now, first one, at the central center of the imperial citadel Thăng Long, visitors can see the site at 18 Huangyu Street and several famous monuments. So you have a word, archaeology. And in this blank, you need an adjective, so you change archaeology into archaeological. Now, how about number 2? Halong Bay was recognized as the World Natural Heritage Site for its beauty and geological value in 1994 and 2000, respectively. You have a nature, so you change into natural. How about number 3? In December 1993, UNESCO recognized the complex of Huế monuments as the world. So we have a word cultural. Number 4 is that the tour of the cave and grotto system is the main for tourists in Phong Nha Kẻ Bàng National Park, so attraction. And number 5, what is special about Hoi An ancient town is that it is in the good state of preservation. Now we continue the second part of language today, pronunciation. And in the pronunciation, I would like you to note something. You can see that a choice question or an alternative question includes the conjunction or and give a choice of 2 or more answers in the question, and each of the alternative in the question is usually stressed. And in choice question, the pitch of your voice rises on each choice and then falls on the final one. These questions are answered either by one of the option or neither, but not with yes or no. And we come to intonation.
Pronunciation. Choice questions. 1. Listen to these exchanges and pay attention to the intonation pattern of the questions.
Now, is Mission Sanctuary a?
It's a cultural heritage site.
Cultural heritage site.
1. Is Misan Sanctuary a natural or cultural World Heritage Site?
Yes.
Let's go to the citadel.
2. Shall we go to the citadel of the Ho dynasty, or do you want to see another site? 3. Which World Heritage Site would you like to visit? Halong Bay, Phom Nha Ke Bang National Park, or Trang An Scenic Landscape Complex?
I'd like to visit Halong Bay.
4. When is the best time to visit the complex of Hue monuments? In April or in June?
In April.
5. Do you want to visit the ancient town or the modern complex?
I want to see the ancient town.
Now pay attention to the intonation pattern of the question. Yeah, if you use the question in choice. So, yeah, the first one, a natural is rising tone, and the second, cultural World Heritage Site is falling tone, for example. Now we count to practice.
2. Now listen to one again and practice saying these exchanges.
1. Is Misan Sanctuary a natural or cultural World Heritage Site?
It's a cultural heritage site.
2. Shall we go to the citadel of the Ho dynasty, or do you want to see another site?
Let's go to the citadel.
3. Which World Heritage Site would you like to visit? Halong Bay, Phom Nha Ke Bang National Park, or Trang An Scenic Landscape Complex?
I'd like to visit Halong Bay.
4. When is the best time to visit the complex of Hue monuments? In April or in June?
In April.
5. Do you want to visit the ancient town or the modern complex?
I want to see the ancient town.
Now let's move to the third part of language today is grammar, and today we come to study participle and to infinitive clauses. You can see that a relative clause can be replaced by a participle or a to infinitive clause. For example, have you visited the pagodas that are lying on Tongfu Street in Hoi An? Or the second, the only thing that we can see at the citadel of the Ho dynasty is the stone walls. And we can also use a participle to replace a relative clause with a passive verb. For example, the ancient houses destroyed by the fire are now under reconstruction. Or present participle can be used when the verbs in the clause is in a continuous tense of denote a habitual action or a wish. For example, tourists waiting at the information desk could not get tickets. So, who was waiting at the information desk? Or, to infinitive clause can be used after the first, the second, etc., the next, the last, the only, and sometimes after superlative. For example, Bao Dai was the last king of the Ming dynasty to rule the country. Yeah, okay. Pay attention to. Now, we come to do the exercise, and the first exercise, rewriting.
Grammar, participle and to infinitive clauses. 1. Underline the correct word or phrase in each sentence.
Now, first one, have you visited the pagodas lying on Chengfu Street in Hoi An? 2. Irresponsible tourists damaged the archaeological site and some of the relics. Today or dating or to be dated back to the last during dynasty. So, number 2, you use dating. Number 3, the ancient houses. To destroying or destroyed by the fire are now under reconstruction. So, number 3 is destroyed. Most historic like buying gold, Latins, and other handicrafts. So, we have a made by local craftsmen in Hoi An, made by. the only thing to see at the citadel of the whole dynasty is the stone walls, and 6. The complex of the Huế Monument was the first site in Vietnam to be recognized at the World Heritage Site by UNESCO. And after doing the exercise, press on submit button to track your answers. Now we come to Activity 2, Rewriting.
2. Rewrite the sentences, replacing the relative clauses with participle or to infinitive clauses.
Now, some of the relics that were found in the archaeological site of the central city at the imperial citadel of Thăng Long belongs to the Lý dynasty. So first one, some of the relics found at the archaeological site of the central center citadel of Thăng Long belong to the Lý dynasty. And we continue. During the exercise from number 2 to number 5, the Trapanese Bridge that was built in the early 1600 became the main tourist attraction in Hội An. So pay attention to that was built. So you can see that was built is passive. So the Trapanese Bridge built in the early. Or number 3, tourists should avoid purchasing unusual relics that were illegally removed from a protected heritage site. So that were illegally removed. So you can see that tourists should avoid purchasing unusual relics illegally removed. And you continue, do the exercise from number 2 to number 5 and press on submit button to track your understanding. Now we've just finished language of Unit 8, our World Heritage Site. At home, learn by heart own vocabulary, practice about intonation, and review the grammar point. And don't forget to access IseeBooks to do the exercise and prepare the next lesson speaking. Goodbye.